Alright, I'm gonna make a video here. This is not gonna be a normal video for me. It's gonna be talking basically about sexualization in League of Legends. It's somewhat topical right now, and I've been playing this game for a very long time, and as some of you know, some of you don't know, I have ADHD. ADHD means my short-term memory is pretty shit. However, it does give me better long-term memory. I tend to recall things very easily, and things that are in my memory, I remember. So without further ado, I'm not going to try to draw too many conclusions here, but a lot of people have been talking about sexualization in League, especially as a result of the current, let's call them other topics. So without further ado, I want to just bring up a few things that I think people forget very frequently when talking about sexualization in League. Number one, champions with direct sexual quotes. Nothing ambiguous, directly 100% this is intended to be sexual quotes. The first up is Nidalee.
Did I mention it's mating season?
Very clearly meant to be sexual. Second up is Janna.
Yes, it's true. For only $2.95 a minute, I will leave you breathless.
Once again, pretty clearly intended to be sexual. For Ari, I'm not even going to go into that. For Evelyn, I'm also not even going to go into that. Let's go into Misfortune.
Sure you can handle me, summoner?
Yeah, it leaves very little ambiguous there. We all know what she's talking about. Don't try to play coy. Let's look at Ash.
How do you like the curves? I was talking about the bow.
Just because it's a joke doesn't make it not sexual. And of course we have Alawi.
How could I love only one man? They break too easily.
Yeah, I mean, you can say, well, maybe it's because of this or that, but, yeah, we can tell what's trying to go on there. Caitlyn, this one's pretty, on
Sorry,
the nose.
boys. I keep the fuzzy cuffs at home.
Yeah, let's go on. We have hit Lise. Crap. Shit, okay.
I hear a man likes a lady with legs.
Yeah, you can say as a joke, it's funny because it's sexual. That still makes it sexual. I'm sure there's many others in the game, but those are just the ones pulled up and showed here. Champions with fetish or sexualized skins. For those of you that, maybe don't think they are, I left a note to myself to bring up the skin. So first up, without further ado, we get Ash with the Heartbreaker skin. For you guys who are saying, well, it's not that sexualized, Hashinshin. I mean, it could go either way. It could be sexualized or not. Okay, fine, it's sexualized. Riven is Battle Bunny. That's pretty obvious. For Fiora, I wanted to pull up Fiora because people don't quite... as a guy that's played this game for a long time, Fiora's normal outfit was not sexualized at all. And in fact, I did play the champion. Unfortunately, once they started, so here's, her two skins that she launched with. Every champion used to release with two skins. Okay, pretty normal. And then they do, yeah, that, they're not really leaving much ambiguous here. This is very clearly intended to be a fetish skin. And then we have, once again, yeah, it doesn't really leave much to the thought that maybe they didn't intend this. For Evelyn, just... okay, Katarina, Kitty Cat Katarina. I actually want to make a special note for Katarina. When they were doing the Katarina skin, the Christmas one, they originally were gonna have her doing a pole dance on it, which very clearly pole dancing is intended to be very sexualized. Not really in Katarina's personality. I know that she's a more revealing character, but pole dancing pushes it. Also, the kitty cat skin is very clearly a fetish skin. Leona has pool party. I'm not going to show it. We all know that. You can say, oh, well, it's not as revealing as other pool parties, but it's a hell of a lot more revealing than her base skin. Zoe gets pool party. I left a note. Just ew. I mean, really, Riot? Caitlyn gets pool party and officer. Now, I'm going to show these because I had actually just looked at these before making this video because I was doing a list at the bottom. So here's something that a lot of people don't know. Like, Caitlyn's kind of like a sexualized character to begin with, right? Like, her skins are kind of sexualized. But then one of the things that really got me is just, I forgot how sexualized the officer skin was. With, like, the pulling down top that has her bra with the giant boobs in it and everything. You know, I'm just saying. And here's the other thing. Look at how the light is shining. And look at all the different colors here that are very clearly trying to get your attention right here. I'm just saying, you know, Vane is Heartseeker Vane. I'm actually going to show this one too. Because, I think some people don't... It's hard for some people, like, they're... But when you see it in front of you, it's like, look at her base skin. Okay, now look, is she wearing a skin-tight outfit? Yes, but it doesn't really show anything. So by Riot standards, this is pretty unrevealing. But then when you start looking at her later skins, you notice a trend, don't you? Like, all of a sudden, you notice a trend? Is all I'm saying? Lysandra. Now, this one I specifically said to show, because this is one that people don't believe me on. Like, they don't remember it. This is a problem I have. I don't know that you guys are so... You guys never remember anything. I can't find my L's right now. Lysandra. So, here's Lysandra's normal skin. Okay, she's very clearly a being of ice. Okay? She doesn't really have skin. In fact, she's practically a monster, if you want to use that definition. So, let's just take this in right now. She has hair. She has kind of the bottom of a face. She has a humanoid shape. She kind of has boobs, but realistically, she's closer to a monster than a human at this point, right? But here's one thing I want to show you, is that the second you go to her bloodstone skin, doesn't that kind of, you know, suddenly there's like a change in this area. Okay? Kindred, once again, this Kindred one is something that people don't notice until... And I was looking through all these compiling for down here. So some of these I didn't even notice until I started to look at these. But it's kind of like a Pandora's box. Once you start noticing it, you start noticing it. Kindred. So you got Kindred. Once again, not sexualized. Just a furry character. You know, maybe for furries this is fine. Okay, great. But then all of a sudden, like, you notice his Shadowfire skin. She goes from wearing no clothes... She's just a furry character. She's just a wolf. And then all of a sudden she's wearing this corset. And a very clear, not boobs, okay, but very clearly like a chest extension is happening here with the corset going on. And it's just one thing I wanted to show. It's these little things. For Quinn, there's Heartseeker. I'm gonna show this again. Because, again, I feel like some of you aren't going to believe me until you go see it for yourself. I'm just gonna search. I should have been doing this the whole time. So Quinn, so once again, we have a character. Armored. Still a little bit sexualized, but okay, fine. Otherwise normal, right? No, her skins aren't not really sexualized. You know, she kind of is that, but fine. You know, whatever. No one's gonna call this sexualized. Once again, she's showing midriff, but this is nothing out of the ordinary. Okay, you know, she's kind of making a face, but once again, nothing out of the ordinary. And then you get this. Yeah, there's very clearly an attention being drawn for Vi, Officer, and Demon. Once again, I want you guys to look at Vi. Now, I want you to really understand something. Vi's artwork is doing a different perspective. Most female artwork comes down from above to show the boobs. Vi's artwork is coming from below to above, okay, because they're trying to show her as a powerful character. You're beneath her, okay? They do this often for male characters, but it's very rare to do this for female characters, okay? So in Vi's artwork, you are beneath Vi. She is stronger than you, okay? But notice how, like... So first off, we have Officer Vi. Once again, you're still coming from below, but there's a big fucking difference between, like, I'm gonna kick your ass and, hey, do you want to go fuck later? Okay, I mean, seriously though? And then let's look at Demon Vi. Well, you see how this changed? The camera used to be coming from below. She's more powerful than you. Now it's coming from above. It's going, hey, look at her boobs. Hey, look at these boobs. Okay, so next thing I want to talk about is characters, female champions who are bizarrely revealing that despite not having any personality quirks for that. One thing I just want to specify. This isn't like a final list. I've spent about maybe an hour here. And I know what you're going to say, Hashinshin, you just spent an hour on this? Yeah, I don't really doing much else with my life. So, yeah, I've spent about an hour here. I'm not trying to like compare notes and make a final list, okay? If you don't like this, if you think this list is incomplete, it is incomplete, and there's a lot more out there. Okay, I'm just trying to like show a pattern here. I'm trying to show a pattern of Riot, okay? So, female champions, this is not going to be a complete list, okay? Female champions who are bizarrely revealing despite not having any personality quirks for that, and often conflicting ones. Now, I'm not including Katarina here. You know, teenage girl wearing a skimpy outfit, fine. You know, you can make an argument for that. But the only problem I have with that is Kaisa. So here we have this champion, this character who survived in the void from a little girl who did whatever it took to fight in a hostile environment, and then she's got a boob window. I mean, here, I'm sorry, when you see this, is this, like, let's compare here. Does this exert power? Does this, like, when you look at this, are you like, holy shit, she must be such a badass? Now you're looking at this and you're like, is this the Rule 34? They already Rule 34'd it. Right, beat us to the Rule 34. I mean, seriously, compare that. Once again, compare that to Vi's original art. This exerts power. She's got big fucking hands and she's gonna beat the shit out of you with it. Sounds like a Kaisa. Instead of big fucking hands, she's got big boobs and she's gonna show you them. Syndra, I have a joke here. I'm the ultimate evil in search of power, but I want the boys to notice me while I do it. Now let's look at Syndra. I want you, does this really look, this looks, again, doesn't this look like the Rule 34 version of Syndra already? The boobs prominently displayed, the mini skirt that we're kind of looking up, the fact that she's basically wearing a tiny corset, right? And then what? She wears a giant helmet. You know what I'm saying? Like. Let me compare this here. Let me compare that, how that looks to like God King Darius. Look at God King Darius. Not only is like full fucking armor, you can barely see his goddamn face. This is a dude, this is like the all-powerful guy. Then you go to Syndra. Once again, let's just be clear. Once again, art that isn't really, you know... I've always had an issue with this character, but let's proceed. Janna. Made a joke here. Hey, for only $2.95 a minute, right? Now let's look at Janna. I want you guys to like understand how absurd this all seems, right? Like, what the fuck? She's a wind sorceress, so she doesn't wear any clothes. That I guess that's a joke. She's a wind sorceress. Can you imagine if Storm in like X-Men was running around in this? Can you imagine if Storm in like the X-Men movies didn't get to wear clothes? She was like, I'm a wind mutant, so I take off all my clothes. Oh man. Morgana, my joke here is just a laugh because seriously though, like I'm a fallen demon and my big boobs can barely be contained by this tiny bra. Oh, they're gonna slip right out. Oh, and this tiny strap, it's gonna break. So for Akali, this is an old one, but it hasn't stopped being true just because it's old. Literally every other ninja is in full clothes. Now, I want you guys to understand. So here's Shen. Shen, clothes. Zed, I don't think you can even see any skin at all. Anywhere. Even Kennen, even the fucking Yordle. Once again, what do you see? You see his face. That's it. Then you go to Akali. Oh, the only female. Oh, shockingly. Oh, what a bizarre difference in clothing. So Kale, I want to just leave a note for Kale. I just leave a note for myself because I feel like this actually speaks for itself. Here's Kale on release. Badass fatherfucker, right? I used to play this champion when she was still tanky, anyway. They nerfed her tankiness every fucking time she was overpowered. Now she's so squishy. But look at this champion. Badass. I mean, Angel of Death, you know, Valkyrie type shit. Look at her first skin. Okay, same thing, but silver. Second skin, she's even more badass. She's an emerald. Third skin, okay, I guess she removed her helmet. It's literally called Unmasked Kale because her mask is off, right? So now we've got the reveal that our character, who is this really secret girl, now has revealed herself. kind of runs contrary to the character, but okay. I mean, where's my unmasked Jack skin? You know, here's the next skin. Okay, so unmasked Kale had the mask off, and now the mask is just gone. Okay. Mask isn't coming back. Next skin. Okay, now she's not even wearing armor. Now she's just wearing fabric. But, I mean, at least she's still got, like, a hood, and she looks, like, foreboding and stuff. Next skin. Okay, now she's just wearing skin-tight spandex with no hood. Next skin. Okay, now she doesn't even... I mean, I guess she's kind of got a helmet, I guess. Look at the fucking shift. So here's one thing I want to talk about. Now, this one's a bit more... this one's a bit hard to explain. But supports for big-breasted females with low skill cap. Sona, Soraka, Janna, Nami. This is something that's kind of frustrated me, is that Riot has... And for good reasons. They put in the girlfriend champions. The champions you can get your girlfriends to play. And that's not inherently sexist. That is something that happens, right? Okay, like, I can accept that. We can all accept that. People will try to get their girlfriend to play a game with them. And it's not a terrible thing to have appealing female champions in the game with a lower skill cap, especially in the support role, okay? But the problem I have with it is that there's so many of them, and they're all such low skill cap champions, and they never really get reworked. And they're always insulted as the ear girl champion. And I wonder, this is just a thought I have, is at what point does making these low skill cap champions kind of become a self-fulfilling prophecy? Like, you make your appealing female champions also the low skill cap supports, right? So at what point do girls that are new to the game gravitate towards them and then start playing your low skill cap support champions? You know, like, when I'm new to the game, my first champion was Udyr. I was like, damn, that guy's a motherfucking badass, right? I didn't care what role I was going to play. I was like, I'm going to play him. So, just something I wanted to consider. Now, this is why I was looking at all the skin. Of normal champions, of normal female champions, so not yordles, not monsters, number of females wearing either a bra or panty outfit, as in basically a bra or panty outfit, right? So, I went through them all. 23 female champions do not wear a bra and panty outfit. 13 of them wear a bra and panty outfit, and of the ones that don't, 5 of them do in skins. That would bring that number to 18 in skins, 17 not in skins. So, the number of female champions wearing a bra or panty outfit, and just to be clear, I'm not saying literally bra and panty, I'm saying, like, you know, is pretty fucking close to it. I feel like I was fair here, okay? That means that once you start including skins, there are more female champions wearing a bra and panty in skin or in their base than not. That's something to consider. Once again, you know, as a guy who's been playing this game for a while, I notice all these things, that champions that reasonably did not start as sexualized champions, champions that really had no purpose being sexualized, would eventually get a skin for it. Yeah, I mean, here, let me try to find one yes with skin. So here's Karma. No, but yes in skin. So I want to look at Karma here, because I feel like this illustrates my point. Here's Karma's base model. Kind of sexy, you know, I'm just saying, pretty girl. Not sexualized, sure. I mean, okay, the boobs are a little bit, but, you know, not. But then you look at her skin and it's like, Now you can say, oh, but Hashinshin, it was because of blah, blah, blah. But you can always come up with a reason for everything, okay? Don't listen to reasons. Let this be a life lesson to you. Don't listen to reasons, look at actions. The action is they took a champion like Karma, who's a little pretty, you know, a little bit sexualized, but not really pushing it, and then did this with her. And this is a pattern. When you take champions... I mean, here, let me see if I can find another one. Sejuani. Now, okay, Sejuani's a bad example, and if anybody know why, you know why, so I'm not going to say anything. So, Caitlyn. So, here once again I was being fair to Caitlyn. Here's Caitlyn's base model, sexualized, but not really up there. But once you go to that officer, Caitlyn, you can say, okay, well, she's technically not wearing a bra outfit or a panty outfit, but I'm just saying, Twitch chat, Reddit, everyone who's listening, I'm just saying, it's very clear what they're trying to do with the skin. So once again, we have a skin, we have a champion. By the way, that. Just in case anyone was like, okay, well, that doesn't count. Well, okay, fine. This one definitely counts. We have a champion who, not really sexualized, okay, who then becomes, okay, fine. Sexy, not sexualized, and okay. You know what I mean? Okay. So, that's pretty much the end of the video. I'm not trying to make an argument. Well, I did make a few arguments, especially on the Kale one. But, I just wanted to put out this is really just me noticing patterns. And, things that Riot Games does, really, who am I making this video for? I'm making this video for people who always argue, oh, Graves got a pool party skin, therefore Riot is fair to both sides. I mean, that's bullshit. We all know that's bullshit, right? Like, you can't do one thing and then be like, both sides are the same. Okay, so, I had seen the video.